Hey there, this is Katherine Cartwright. Welcome. Got a fun video today. I've got Stamps of Life card kit. This is December You Lift Me Up collection, and I'm just going to show you what's in the box. You get a heart folded that is an A1 sized, and this is about 3.5 inches by 4.5 inches, and I'm going to spend some time working with that in a minute. But that makes this kit a great value to get a folded die set in here. Wow. There is a paper pad. There are some embellishments. You've got some puffy stickers. We've got some beautiful pearls. I love their pearls. Some ribbon. There's a You Lift Me Up word die. And then there's a beautiful grape colored ribbon. I think that's grape. Orchid is a new color from them too. So I'll have to look at that a little better. And then there are these little felt letters here. It took me a minute to put this together. I had to look at the instruction card. I could tell a little bit went together like this. It has these cute little kind of cutouts, but then I was like, well, I don't know, that doesn't look quite right. And so I pulled the card over and I could see that these stack together. How cute. And then I'm just going to put this together like a little puzzle piece. There we go. And so these are going to go together to make this cute little felt love word. So that is how that part goes together. Just FYI, because I just didn't know until I looked at the picture. They have these little inspiration cards in there every month, and so that was very helpful. There's some envelopes. There's a storage envelope, cardstock, and then there is a freebie of the 2025 heart die. Stephanie has been putting these out for several years. I'm just gonna have to cut this one open. I can't find the little opening. And they've kind of become a tradition. And so in the card kit, you get the little heart-shaped one that you can drop in that 2025. People love to use those on their cards when they finish making them. So a sweet little freebie for a card member. Okay, here's some cardstock. We've got white, powdered sugar, sky, I think that's strawberry, kiwi, grape, orchid is in here, raspberry, there's orchid right there. That's a newer to me color. Bubblegum. So some beautiful colors in this color palette. And here is the paper pad, 24 sheets, double-sided, very bright, high quality. And then there are these coordinating what I call pre-printed pages. And if you're I'm just showing you, you get a rectangle of that heart of the date, I should say 2025, if you get the stamp and die club stamp and die set together, called the Die Hard. Sorry, I'm having trouble with my words. That's a freebie in that club. So lots of clubs that Stamps of Life has. I'll link them all in the description. So I'm just using the club set, which is this hot air balloon in a heart shape that I'm going to use to cut out all of these adorable hot air balloons that have the heart shape to them. So let me finish getting through the paper pad. And there's clouds on one. I love the stripes. And this one's just a little trio of hearts. I was just showing you. It's kind of hard to see on camera what it is. Upside down, it looks a little funny. And so I just wanted to turn it around so you could see it. So there's a lot of love theme in this, but also lots of different elements as well. Okay, so I'm going to jump right in here. This is a little bit of a longer video, but hopefully you'll enjoy this. I was inspired a lot by the collection, and so I wanted to make several different things. I wanted to use this paper. I'm using one of the shaker card front envelopes. It's a little like a smidge smaller than 4 inches is what I found to fit in this envelope snugly. And then you can put your little elements in there. It's the quickest way by far to make a shaker card. So I'm just getting my paper in there to the bottom, and then I can fill it up and seal it, and I have a shaker element ready to go. And I'm just trying to figure out how to open this box. It has kind of a little lever at the end, and I'm trying to remember, but I've got these little clay pieces here. These are a little bit thicker than sequins or the normal things I would use for shakers, but I think they're so cute. And so I'm just going to use my bone folder here to kind of flatten them out. Like I said, they're a little bit thicker than I normally use for a shaker thing, and so I'm just getting them to lay flat here. And then when I'm satisfied, I can close them up but I thought the colors were fun and bright and would work well with this collection. Okay, so I've got that filled up. I thought about putting some of these little butterflies in there, but I just thought it'd be a little too distracting, and I really wanted to keep those little clay pieces the main color scheme in there. Okay, so now I'm going to seal this up, and I have a fun shaker. And I've got some of these little pre-printed balloons cut, and then I've got some of the stickers. I've got some felt pieces here. Some foam pieces here that I'm going to use to pop up my balloon onto this card front. You could use a dry adhesive if you wanted to. Obviously, using a liquid, I'm not sure a liquid adhesive it would stick on here because this is a non-porous product, so to speak. So I would stick to a dry adhesive or foam. I always like to use foam when I can to pop up my elements. It just gives it a little more interest on my card. And I'm going to use some of these little puffy hearts here that are so sweet. These little stickers. They take me back a long time to puffy stickers when I was growing up. They were all the rage, so it's fun to see them back in style. All right, so now I'm going to use some of my dry adhesive here and tape this down really well to the front of my card. I'm using a piece of, I think this is bubble gum or candy, and I'm just trimming this just a little bit larger, and then that will go onto my card base. So quick and easy. Love that. Now I can glue this down and finish up my card. Just got to get my glue going here, and then this will be ready to go. I am going to add a sentiment on here to the front, and I thought about leaving it blank and then adding the sentiment later, but I had my stamps out, so I decided to stamp a little saying from there, but I wanted to add one of these cute ribbons, bows I should say, that's made out of ribbon. I love these. Stamps of Life puts these out every so often in the card kits, and I get very excited because they're some of my favorites. They're just the perfect size and a great little thing to add to your card or like a gift bag or something. So I always kind of hold on to these when they come. I don't want to use them. They're so cute. All right, so I've got my ink here, and I'm just going to stamp this onto some, I think this is candy because this is the darker of the pinks, kind of in the middle between guava and bubblegum. Bubblegum's a good bit lighter. So I'm just going to trim this down, and I did use grape ink for this. Instead of using black, I thought that would go well. I use black ink all the time, and sometimes it's just fun to add a color to mix it up. All right, so when I'm satisfied, I've got to get this little tiny bit and trim that down. Sending you high-flying birthday wishes. So cute for a birthday. And then I'm just going to trim down that end. And now I'm ready to add it to the front of my card. And I love the font of the You Lift Me Up. I love this font. They put some out recently in this style on Stamps of Life. So if you like this font, be sure and check out the website. They've got some other ones in the same style. And then I do want to add a few of my puffy cloud stickers here to finish this off. How cute. Very quick and easy. I definitely wanted to spend some time with the Flip It here. I've got the oval one of my favorite shapes. If you don't know what a Flip It card is, it is just an interactive card base that you run through your machine, and you have the ability to flip the card open. So it's just a really fun and quick, easy way to make a card. You can use your pattern paper. You can make a bunch of them, but Flip-Its are a definite fun card base to add to your collection. So if you're not familiar with that, be sure and check that out. Stephanie has a ton of videos using the Flip-It dies. I probably have some videos as well. I usually tend to use them every card kit, it seems like, because they're just so fun. So I've got my two, and it comes with the layering dies so that you can cut this paper. So I just cut two different styles, and I'm rooting around looking for something out of my box. I've got my pre-printed cutouts here, and they're a little too large for the front of my Flip It. So I'm going to have to change my mind on where I was going with that. So instead, I'm going to pull out these trusty puffy stickers that are so cute. And so I need a couple of ovals to cut, and then I can add my puffy sticker on there. And I've got grape. Grape is my favorite purple in the world. Although they've added orchid, which is really, really pretty. It's a much lighter color. It's in between. Pixie is the lightest purple from Stamps of Life. I think that's right. And then orchid, I believe, is in between the two colors. And then the grape is the darkest one. All right, so I'm just making sure that I've got a sticker that's going to fit. And I'm going to glue this oval down. And I think there's another size oval that's a little larger for layering. And I'm pretty sure that I have lost it or it's not in this kit of mine. So that happens. I tend to pull out shapes and then I don't put them back where they're supposed to be. But in 2025, I have decided I'm going to turn over a new leaf and try and clean up after each project. We'll see how long that holds. But that is one of my crafting goals. Do you have any crafty goals for 2025? Because I'm tired of losing stuff and then having to search and search and search. I usually put a little sticky note and say, I am missing this. And then when I see it appear in my craft stash, I know where it belongs. But it's few and far between that actually happens. But you got to have goals, right? Okay, so I'm going to tie my ribbon on here. I'm using the grape sparingly because it's so beautiful, and I never they don't do grape much. I don't think I have any other grape from other card kits, so this is one that I definitely am going to want to hold on to. I have a lot of red and some other colors, but I don't have a lot of the purple. It's so beautiful. So I'm just tying this up, and I'll trim my tails up a little bit to get it to fit onto my card. But you can see how easy these are, these little flippets. You have this really cute card very quickly. I'm going to add some of these beautiful pearls, and I'm going to use the largest ones included. And there's a generous amount of them too. So you get quite a few embellishments in this kit as well. Oops, I've got to run away. And then I'm going to add some of these smaller ones at the top to round out the front. So cute. All right. And then I'm going to add a label on the back, a tag on there. Thanks for lifting me up. This is also from that stamp set. And there is your flip it card. So quick and easy. All right. Now I want to spend a minute with this is called the Heart Wonky Dot Folded Set. And so there is the centerpiece with the dots, the heart with the dots. You're going to put a die around that. You can see I've got a die around it. That's going to cut it out. The inside part is called a drop-in. So that drops the image into your paper, so to speak. And so what will be left behind is that dotted heart. Okay, so that's how those work together. If you get this at home and you're like, I don't have any idea what this is, that is how that works. And then I'm going to take the largest die. I've left an edge where the fold is to create a folded. And you'll see that when this comes out, there is a little kind of edge cut off, and that will allow the card to be a shaped folded. Okay? All right, and then I'm going to cut another layer just of the whole piece, and I will lay that on top so I don't have that kind of funny edge on there. And I do this with all my foldeds. It's pretty kind of standard for me to do this. So you can see I've got this cute shaped card, and then I'm going to lay that white piece on there, and it just makes it just the way that it is without that little nipped edge. So I'm just going to run some glue around the cut part, and that way I don't run off the edge. So I'm just going to do it where I want the glue to go, and then I'm going to add my topper on there, my full heart. And you can see you've got a nice looking heart going on now. I've got some razzleberry here. Went ahead and cut these layers. And I've got green, and I'm going to put that, this is the smallest die, the smallest heart, and so that is going to fit behind this dotted heart because that's the same outer edge die that I used, if that makes sense. So there are 3 dies. There's the outer one, the inner one, and then that smaller inner die. And so this one will match the green one perfectly. So I'm just making sure I've got a lot of glue down to glue down all those little areas around the heart, the dots, I should say, on my heart. And there we go. How cute. So very quick and easy to make these. I'm just going to add some glue here, and I will finish up this cute little folded. And then you could add this to a card as an easel. I didn't think about that. That would be really fun. You just take your card and fold it in half and add the heart on there, and you'd have kind of a little pop-up heart. So a lot of fun things to be done with this die. And especially since it's a little bit smaller. It's an A1, I think, probably in size instead of the A2. All right, I pulled out a die set here, an alphabet die set. I'll link it in the description. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. And I'm just going to put love you on here. So I've got my words cut out, and I just used white cardstock. I normally would use the layering die. There is a layering set that comes, a shadow that comes with it. But unfortunately the E is missing in my collection. Again, mentioning some missing dies, and it's around somewhere. It just has to turn up. But so I wasn't able to put my layering behind it, so it's not quite as cute as I wanted it to. But, sometimes you just got to work with what you got. Okay, so let me finish putting that down, and then I will do the U on there as well. These would be really cute. This die set would be really cute to do some of your Valentines, even though it's not, the kit itself is not really for Valentine's Day per se, but you definitely could use it for your Valentines. And then I'm going to add the U on here using that powdered sugar cardstock. I love this font, and I just cannot remember the name of it. I'm so sorry, but I'll link it in the description, the name of this set. I know I'm pretty sure it's still available. It's not retired. I tried to always find things that you hopefully have in your craft stash that you can still use. Okay, love you. All right. Very, very cute. So you have this cute little heart folded that you could put in the mail to someone. And then I did want to add a little bit more with another one of these little bows. And I've got my glue dot here, this little square glue dot. And I'm going to add this onto the corner of my card. So cute. And that was really quick and easy. And then you could stamp your sentiment. I wanted to show you briefly, I did make this love banner. I didn't do it on screen, but I just took those are just the one die and then the backer of it. So I just added some tape on the back of that, and I'll show you a picture at the end, but I didn't want to spend all that time on camera because this video is so long anyway, and so I just made that cute little banner, but there's a picture at the end, so stay tuned for that. All right, this little A1 card base was I'm pretty sure this one is in last month's card kit, and so if you're a club member with the card kit, you have this, and I'm just turning this on its side, and then I'm going to glue down this love word now that I know how to put it on there properly, and I'm going to add these glue dots. I have pretty good success. You could use a liquid glue on this, but I find that the glue dots work pretty well, but I know you can use glue. My glue I think would work on the felt. There are some specific glues for felt, but I don't really have any of those. And so I'm just going to add my glue dots and hope for the best that they will stick pretty well to the paper. Once you press them down, it's pretty good. So I'm just kind of laying these out because I want this to fit on the front of this card. And then I'm just going to decide to just run the runner because these glue dots are very sticky. And I'm making a big old mess with them, as you can see. And so they are sticking pretty well. And I'm going to run this on there, and I'll stick the V on there. Just so cute. I think this would be really cute to make a tag with too, and put the love in the center of it. Very cute. So you get 2 of these in your package, in your card kit. And they're really adorable. Okay, and then I'll put the last one. I'm just making sure I've got this going the right direction. There is kind of a right and wrong direction on this. So you want to make sure you kind of line it up before you start gluing it down. And then this one will stick on there. How cute. I think that's really cute. Okay, and then I have another bow here that I'm working to get some glue on, and I'm going to put this on top of my card base. So this card base is not for sale because it was in the card kit, but it was a pretty recent release. So again, if you are a card kit club member, say that 3 times fast, you have this in your craft stash. And I know Stephanie has announced, speaking of this A1 size card base, she has announced that in 2025, if I'm correct, I think I'm correct. If I'm not, somebody correct me in the comments, that she is going to release an A1 card base with every card kit again next year, which again makes this kit an incredible value because those card bases by themselves are a great price, but it adds a lot of value to this kit. All right. So I am moving on here, making another card base, but I wanted to work with this fun word die, the You Lift Me Up. And you can see it cuts into 2 sections. So there's you, me, and then the lift up. And I have cut a green and a white of the same die. And then the shadow is going to be in guava, that bright pink. And what I'm doing here is I'm just kind of offsetting this just a little bit. This is not what it's really designed for, but it's a way to add a little bit more of interest and some kind of tricking the eye dimension, so to speak. And so by shifting it a little bit to the side, you get that offsetting, and then it just adds a little bit more interest to your die. And you can do this with any die, word die. You just cut a second one and kind of offset it a little bit. Just something a little bit different. Okay, let me glue this down and then you'll see it kind of come together. All right, and I've got some of that cloud paper from the pattern paper pack. I have that cut and I'm going to use that for the front. Okay, so You Lift Me Up. Love that. And then I can add this now to my card. And it's a good size. It's, I should have measured the die, but it pretty much takes up the whole of an A2 card. And I think mine might hang over a little bit, but I'm okay with that because I can just put that in a larger envelope, a 5x7 if I need to. But I definitely wanted to use it in this direction. So make that fit. All right, now I've got the guava and I'm going to add this to my powdered sugar card base. And I left a little bit of a wider border with that pink because I wanted to tie that together. And I'm trying to pick out my balloons here, hot air balloons. Where I live, there's some gardens north of us, and they have a hot air balloon show. I guess it's a show on, I think it's 4th of July. They do it every year. We've never been able to go, but apparently it's awesome, and they do it on a beach, and everybody blows up their balloon. And I think it's really cool. I've seen pictures of it, but I'd like to do it in person. So that's a goal of mine in the next year or two to be able to make that. I don't know if any of you live somewhere where like hot air balloons are a regular thing. We don't really see them where we live. So it's quite a treat. So I would love to see that. But I love hot air balloons and I love them as stamps too. So I was really excited to see this one in a heart shape. I just thought that was really fun. Okay, so I want to add these 2 on here. And I'm just going to peel off my foam, and then this card will be pretty close to done. So I love the size of these, and just the movement you can get by kind of putting them on an angle like they're floating up in the sky. And then I'm just trying to decide if I want to add anything else on here. Thought about a 3rd balloon, but with the You Lift Me Up, it kind of ties that together with the grouping of 3. And then I'll add some more of these beautiful blue pearls. Okay, so I did want to add a tiny bit more. I've got a Wink of Stella clear pen. I picked this up recently. I've had these for years, but mine have finally run out, so I had to get a new package of them. So I was very excited. So these really have a lot of glitter. My old ones were very empty, and so there wasn't much glitter. And this is just a fun way to add some shine. Maybe if you wanted to have kind of a glitter effect, but you didn't have glitter paper in that color or whatever. This is a quick, easy way to add some shine to your card. And you can see this a little bit better on that pink. You can see that kind of shine coming out, but really, really pretty. Okay, so you lift me up. All right, so that was a very long video, I know. Thank you for staying. I'm excited you did. And here is just a recap. We got the shaker card. We've got this oval flip it with a cute puffy sticker on there. I made this A1 fold it with the love, and then you could add a little sentiment in there. So cute. And then here is that fold it that's included, just adding a basic alphabet to the front. You can customize that however you want to. Here is you lift me up with that beautiful sentiment and a little bit of shine on there on that hot air balloon. And then here is that banner I made a little more close up, so to speak. Just put another one of the alphabets from Stamps of Life on there. I just ran some glue across the back of that, and I'm going to put that up for Valentine's Day in my craft area. And that is the You Lift Me Up collection. So I hope you enjoyed watching this. Thanks so much. Be sure and leave me a comment. Let me know if you have a favorite. Thanks so much for watching. And if you have any questions about the clubs, all the details will be in the description below. But if you ever have any questions, just leave me a comment and I will do my best to answer it. Thanks so much for watching and have a great day.